Hey everybody, happy Sunday. I hope that wherever you are and whatever you're doing, you are having a really good time. I'm going to let the chickens out for 5 minutes while I walk the dogs and talk to you about the Sunday musing. I'm hoping I'm having a good day. It's supposed to hit 38 degrees when you're watching this today, which is 30 degrees Celsius is about 100 degrees Fahrenheit. It's definitely not that today because I'm wearing a hoodie, but it's going to get super, super hot. So we're going to try and put an air conditioner that we have from our old apartment in this house, because this house doesn't have air conditioning. I'm going to see if we can mock something up, because it's been absolutely horrible filming up in the studio. And some of you may have noticed this week, I've had beads of sweat running down my face at various points while I've been filming, which is not nice. Anyway, to prove that the chickens are still alive and well, the chickens are in fact alive and well. But what I want to talk to you about today does not revolve around chickens, unfortunately, as some of you would maybe prefer. It's talking about the future of mass transit. Elon Musk said on Twitter this week that he believes the future of mass transit doesn't lie in large-scale things like airplanes or buses or trains, but rather personalised mass transit. Now, this is in relation to the Boring Company tunnel that's being built in Las Vegas, Nevada, between the various exhibition halls of the Las Vegas Convention Center. And Musk posted a Twitter picture this week that showed an artist's rendering of what one of those stations might look like. That station included effectively an area with multiple Tesla Model 3s parked up, and people could just presumably go and get in one, and then the car would take them to the next stop or their destination. That's what he's talking about when it comes to personalised mass transport. And his argument is that with mass transit, nobody is ever going to the same place as everybody else. They're all going to a slightly different place. You know, if you and I got on a plane in the UK and we flew to Oregon, I would be the only person to come to this house, right? Everybody else would go somewhere else, either to a hotel or somewhere else. And so he's been talking about mass transit in an age where mass transit isn't safe. You know, we've got COVID-19. People are putting themselves at risk every time they get on an airplane right now. And the suggestion is that maybe in the future we'll all be in our own little pods. We'll all be traveling in our own little pods. And I want to know from you if you think that is a sensible and realistic vision of the future. Now, for what it's worth, I think we are entering a new age. You know, we've ended the industrial age. We're now in a post-industrial age where the technology that we as a society have developed means that we can actually rely on virtual telepresence. I've got an Oculus Rift. You can be in virtual reality, and while the Oculus Rift that I use is exclusively for gaming, and by the way, apologies, if you were watching this week and you saw a video pop up on the Transport Evolved stream that looked like it was from a game called Beat Saber, that was me. I accidentally posted it to the company account instead of my private personal one, so I apologise for that. But we've got virtual telepresence. We don't necessarily need to go anywhere. You know, on the outside of my house here, and let me see if I can show you, we have a satellite dish, which doesn't get used because that was from the old owners. But up on the second story roof, we've got a long-range wireless receiver and transmitter. And then we've got 2 Yagi antennas for LTE connection. And obviously, that means we've got a really decent internet connection most of the time. This morning, it was 30 megabits per second. Some days it's down to 20 megabits per second. But it can be 30 or 40 megabits per second if we combine those 2 connections together. And that means for most of my needs, my internet is okay. It is on the slow side, but it means I don't have to travel anywhere else to work. Obviously, when Starlink comes out, hopefully our internet connections will be even faster, and we'll be able to easily have multiple telecommunication sessions going in the same house. So you've got a couple working at home. They're both working for different companies, and they can both have, you know, teleconferences with different groups of people at the same time very easily. Maybe in the summertime while the kids are downstairs playing on their Xboxes or their PlayStations or whatever. And so I think Elon's view of mass transit being a personalised thing is a great one, but I also think we are going to travel less. Now, at this point, I'm going to acknowledge that I am an introvert, and so I like being on my own in the middle of nowhere. I like living in the countryside. I like having my chickens, and I like not having to deal with people, which might seem kind of strange for someone who's made a career about speaking to a camera and being on YouTube, but it's very different talking to a camera and very different talking to a group of people in one place. And I'm laughing because Grace, this is Grace here, Grace is trying to attack her image on my bolt. She's seen her own reflection in the bolt and now she's pecking at the car. I don't think you could hear it, but that's what she was doing. That's why I was laughing. So anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below. If you are about this week in the United States with the heat wave and you are experiencing temperatures that you would not ordinarily experience, it's going to be really hot. Please make sure that you stay safe, drink plenty of water, hydrate, don't overexert yourself outside. My chickens are going to be getting ice water. We'll maybe even put a sprinkler nearby so they can choose to keep themselves cool if they want. We have a Brahma chicken who is a rather big chicken. She's got feathered feet. And I must admit, I'm a little bit worried about her because she tends to feel the effects of the heat more than any of our other chickens. Also, if you are out and about exercising your democratic right to protest in the United States, again, please do it safely. Please do it. Look after yourself. Make sure you've got someone with you that can be your buddy. And I will see you tomorrow with more content on the channel. I'm not sure what you're going to see tomorrow. It will either be a review of a car that I've been working on, or it will be a video with the wonderful Morgan Thierse, who's written the script. So we'll see. I'll be reading the script, but he's written it. So there we go. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay cool. Stay safe. Keep evolving.